Have you always wanted to see which Koch Chemie wheel cleaner is the best? Well, stick around and see what this video is all about. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Ryan. This is Fine Detailing. Thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like button. It helps me get in front of more people, so I would appreciate it. I have a professional detailing shop in Scottsdale, Arizona. We also have a retail store available as well. So if you want to come buy some products in your local, feel free to stop by. But I was in the shop doing some inventory, stocking the shelves, and I realized, I have 4 different products from Koch Chemie that can potentially do the same thing, right? And I had a maintenance client in with a Cadillac CTS-V or CT4, whatever it is, has massive brakes on it, and just has super dirty wheels all the time. So in today's video, I wanted to show you the differences between some of their wheel cleaning systems and then other, basically like the Green Star, like what that can do for wheels. And I'll show you and I'll talk through what that looks like in real time. We'll go through each wheel together and then I'll show you the results. The way I'm doing it is I was just spraying this on. What we'll do is we'll pre-spray the wheels and then I'm gonna spray it on, let it dwell and rinse it off, kind of a touchless style. Again, I don't believe there's any sort of such thing as a touchless wheel cleaning system. You definitely need agitation. So we're gonna see the differences between them and see which kind of do the best job if you wanna go for a touchless route. Now these wheels aren't ceramic coated. They have some heavy embedded brake dust. They're a little bit rough, to say the least. But again, it'll give us a good way of kind of seeing how these work. So in today's video, we're gonna cover these 4 products. First up, we have Magic Wheel Cleaner from Koch Chemie. This has kind of long been, some have said it's one of the greatest wheel cleaners. It's an acid-free wheel cleaner system. It's a real sticky jelly wheel cleaner, and it has sodium thioglycolate, so it has the iron removing properties, so you'll see things turn red. So this is a really deep wheel cleaner, but the downside is you can't clean tires with it. Maybe you can. I didn't spray this or try it on tires, but it's meant to clean attack ferrous metal particles. So you have Koch Chemie Magic Wheel Cleaner. So this is just a straight up product. You just spray that and it's ready to use. It comes in a 500 mil. Next this is the Alkali Wheel Cleaner. This is actually a pH of 14, so it's the highest on the pH scale. This product is dilutable. You can use it 1 to 2 to 1 to 10. So for maintenance washes, I use this at about 1 to 10 and it turns out really good. The benefit to this product is you can clean wheels and tires with it in one step. So I tend to lean towards this more. Yeah, this is a really great option. In this video, this will be 1 to 5. I have that diluted and I like to foam it. So I use it in the IKE foamer. I think it performs best in the foamer. Next is Koch Chemie's Green Star. This is just their APC. The Green Star is 12.5 pH. Oh, and sorry, the pH on the Magic Wheel Cleaner is 5.5, so slightly acidic. And then, so yeah, Koch Chemie all-purpose cleaner. This is a tried and true. It works really good. 12.5 pH. We're going to use this at 1 to 5. Again, benefit here, you can clean the wheels and the tires with this one product. And then maybe a little known product. This is Koch Chemie FCL. I am not going to try and pronounce the actual real name of it, but I'll bring you in closer. There's the FCL wheel cleaner. It actually says a 0.02 acid. So this is an acid wheel cleaner. I have it in the Koch Chemie bottle and I have it diluted. My typical dilution I use this at is 1 to 6, right? So it is a wheel acid. So, I don't want you all to be scared of it. They do sell it in the 5 liter here, but you will always dilute it. You will never use this straight. Always dilute it. I have found 1 to 5, 1 to 6, up to even 1 to 10 can work. So if you do take a run on this, just remember to kind of do it at those dilutions. And then you'll always want to pre-spray this. So with that, guys, let's get into the video and I'll take you through each product. Stick around to the end so you can hear kind of my final thoughts. And then I do want to hear from you in the comments down below. Let me know which product you've tried or which ones you like or you don't like. And we'll go from there. But with that, every product and tool will be listed in the description below. If you click my link or if you use my code, that helps the channel. I would really appreciate it. All right, let's get into the video. Up is going to be Green Star, so let's do a quick spray. You can see there's still embedded dirt. You see that? That's rough. That might not come out. Prime it. Okay. So This is Green Star at 1 to 5. I use a little bit stronger if I'm doing wheels. The other thing this will do is it'll do tires. Let's see if I can. Okay, yes, I'm over applying, but I'm trying to be fair and get really good coverage. And the one thing I'll do is if the product can be used on the tires, that's a bonus, right? So I'm gonna use it on the tires. Okay. Yeah, there's some solvent on here, but pretty good browning so far. 30 seconds. So, without any agitation, still some dirt. I don't even need to do the towel test. Still some dirt, and then lots of dirt kind of caked in there. So we may have to hit that with acid. All right, here's the rear wheel. To be fair, smaller brakes, but still pretty gnarly brakes on this bad boy. So we'll rinse. New bottle, so let's primer. Okay. I forgot, it's a little foamy. I kind of like that. No, not I do like that. All right, let me switch hands. Yeah, it's got decent cling to it. All right, we're at about 30 seconds. See the bleeding, which is the iron attacking material. So you can see it much better, obviously, on the brake disc, right? But yeah, it's bleeding there. So let's rinse and see how they come clean. Damn. Okay, so a little dirt, but it looks better, right? The dirt's there when we kind of rub our finger, right? But looks much better than the other wheel. Now I recognize that was a front, bigger brake pads, right? All right, back right rear, good dirt. You can definitely use it in a pump sprayer. This is the IK E-Foam Pro 2. And that browning is nuts. That's why I like it, because it's kind of double the working power, right? Like some of those are just wheel cleaners. Look at this, I'm not even touching this, and that's just eating as a tire cleaner. So, because it's a tire cleaner, we're gonna agitate. God, I love this stuff. And remember, guys, this one's 1 to 5, which is what Green Star was. And we'll give this a little bit of dwell time, and I'll come back right before I rinse. Alrighty, dwell time has commenced. Same time, I'm trying to do it about the same, roughly 30, 45 seconds. Yeah. Pretty good. There's still some embedded contamination. Yep, finger is dirty. See that? New finger. But again, visually, you know, it doesn't look that bad. So I think it did a pretty solid job. And the tires got, you know, partially stripped. All right, front right wheel, pretty gnarly. Combination, right? prior. So this is FCL, and I know it's not 1 to 5 like the others, but I find 1 to 6 works well for me. So I have it in the spray bottle, and we're gonna give her a go. And this product does instruct you to spray it with the wheels wet specifically. The other ones you can go dry or wet. This does say to kind of pre-spray it wet. And if you are not in good ventilation, please make sure you are wearing a respirator and you are using PPE, guys. This is a wheel acid. I don't want you to be afraid of it because it's a tool, but you also don't want to be huffing acid. You also don't want to get it on your skin. Same goes with alkaline chemicals, guys. Same deal. Just please take precautionary measures when you are using detailing chemicals. All right, we are going to let that sit for 30 seconds or so just to make sure it doesn't dry, and I'll come back to you right before the rinse. All right, guys, FCL rinse. I'm going to stand further back so I don't get splashed, and then I'll take you in. So we've still got some embedded contamination, but you know, if we get in there and scrub it, that'll come off. But again, all in all, I think a similar result. Well, actually, it did a little worse. I always dilute my chemicals with distilled water, and so that's 1 to 6. So, you know, maybe it didn't like it. Maybe I need to leave it a little bit longer on this wheel. So tell you what, I'm gonna hit this again and just leave it a little longer and see what we can do. And I'll come back to you because these results are not what I normally get. Okay. All right, stay tuned. I will leave this on for about a minute. Better, but you know, without agitation, that's kind of the best we're gonna get. These look like they have been caked on and cycled through a lot of heat cycles, right? There's brake dust, we don't clean, heat cycle, don't clean, heat cycle, don't clean. So that's how that can kind of get embedded. So off camera, I'll go back and this is a real car, so I have to detail it. So I'll go in and use some agitation, but overall decent results from the acid as well. All right, guys, stay tuned for my final thoughts. We'll talk through when you might want to use each one of these and who they might be for. Stay tuned. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Some surprising results, to be honest with you. I haven't used Magic Wheel Cleaner a ton. I don't use it regularly. I don't use Green Star regularly. The FCL kind of let us down a little bit, didn't it? I usually have really good results. I wanted to go back and try it again and see if we could get better results with a second pass. It got a little bit better, but maybe that wheel just needed a stronger dilution. Maybe a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 could have done it. But I promise you, the FCL is a banger when needed, especially on alloy wheels. You know, when are these products good for everyone? Like FCL, maybe not every day for the consumer. If you're trying to restore some wheels, or you bought maybe a used car that has some really embedded brake dust, you've gone in and scrubbed really hard with your wheel cleaner, you can't get it done, maybe it's time to try an acid. So that's where FCL could work. Something to consider there, it will attack that embedded brake dust. Never let it dry, rinse it off, wear PPE, protect yourself. And acid has its place in the world. If I get super nuked cars, I go for the acid first, honestly, just because I don't want to scrub for hours. So FCL did okay. I've seen it do better in other scenarios at stronger dilutions, but food for thought. I also only mix my chemicals with diluted water, or sorry, distilled water, I should say. Next, Green Star, you know, it did a good job. We still have some embedded brake dust, again, for a no touch. If I would have scrubbed with it, we could have probably got that pretty clean with the Green Star. So this is always super economical option. You can use as a pre-spray, a pre-foam. You can use it for wheels and tires. Green Star is so underrated, just as it's an APC. That's what it is, right? All-purpose cleaner. So you can use it for a lot of different tasks. Even add a little dash to your soap if you want to hike up your soap and have like an active foam, right? So Green Star did a really good job. Magic Wheel Cleaner actually did pretty good. I like the cling on it. It really attacked the dirt and the embedded brake dust, and it got us a fairly good touchless result. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but you know, I'll probably continue to play with this, but I think Magic Wheel Cleaner is actually surprisingly pretty good. And it actually doesn't smell super bad. I know I was outside and ventilated, but like it actually didn't smell bad as like some other wheel cleaners. So I was actually impressed with Magic Wheel Cleaner. I'll continue to play with it. I think it's a really good product actually. So good option there. No surprise, I'm ending here. I'm biased because this is my favorite wheel cleaner from Koch Chemie. It's active wheel cleaner, or alkali wheel cleaner, I should say. Just the simple fact, like, yeah, like the 30 ml bottle is kind of expensive. I think it's 30 or 32 bucks. I forget what it is. Like some might think that's expensive for a small amount. But again, you can dilute this up to 1 to 10. So actually this can stretch a lot farther. And if you buy it in the 5 liter, it'll go even further. You can use it in a spray bottle. I prefer it again in a pump foamer or an e-foamer. I think the dwell time is there. And then you guys just saw, not even with the Green Star was it eating away the dirt on the tires. You sprayed this on, the tires were instantly browning. So if you truly want a touchless wheel cleaner or as close as you can get to one, I would go with the Alkali Wheel Cleaner. And again, yes, it's a high pH. You don't have to use it at 1 to 2. You can use it at 1 to 10 and use it more of as like a maintenance product, and it will stretch out much further. So look, I hope that was helpful on a real world car with real world results. I didn't do the white towel test. I was thinking about it, but you could just see the dirt on my fingers. So again, like they were all pretty close, to be honest with you. It's just a matter of if you want 2 different products, you want a wheel specific cleaner and a tire specific cleaner, which is totally fine. They both serve their places. Or if you just want a one hitter quitter, you know, then you would choose accordingly, right? You'd say Green Star Alkali Wheel Cleaner, or if you want wheel cleaner specific, you go FCL or AWH. So those are the options there, guys. I hope this was valuable for you. Again, please drop your comments down below. I would love to hear from you. And again, everything will be linked in the description below. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Tune into the next video and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.